What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the ZayMoolaSportsPodcast. I'm your host, Isaiah, and Cade Cunningham has turned into a legit superstar, and I'm not surprised by this at all, because before the season started, I predicted that he would make his first All-Star appearance, win Most Improved, and lead the Pistons to the play-in tournament. And some people were saying that's not going to happen because they've been the worst team in the league since they drafted him, and he's been unable to elevate them. But y'all, they've done a total 180 this year, and that just goes to show you what can happen when you surround a great player with the right pieces, because Cade has always had this talent. He's a 6'6", 220-pound combo guard who's a 3-level scorer, a great passer, and a really good defender. And there are three things that I really love about him, y'all. The first thing is his pace. Cade plays at his own pace. He never lets the defense speed him up. And this is why he is so good at getting to his spots on the floor, particularly in the mid-range area, because we know he lives in the mid-range area. And Cade is really good at getting to his mid-range pull-up. And you already know he's going to make it 99.9% of the time. And then, y'all, when he's not doing it, he's also really good at posting up and shooting his post fadeaway shot. So I just love the pace that he plays at. And I also love how under control he is at all times. The second thing I love about him, y'all, is his basketball IQ. And Cade has a super high basketball IQ, and this gives him an advantage over a lot of players, because Cade is never going to beat you with his athleticism, because he's not the most athletic guy. He's not the fastest guy on the court. But y'all, he's going to beat you with his mind, because he's able to see things before they happen. He's able to dissect the defense. He's able to recognize and hit an open teammate, y'all. And I just love this part about his game, because you won't find a lot of young players that have a super high basketball IQ. A lot of young players, y'all in particular, they have to rely on their athleticism to beat you. But again, Cade is not the most athletic guy, so he's never going to do that, but he's going to beat you with his mind, y'all. And next thing you know, you look up on the scoreboard, and Cade has like a 25-point triple-double. And you're like, how is this dude doing this? And he's pretty slow for a point guard. He's not the most athletic guy. He's not jumping out of the gym, y'all, but he's just such a smart player. And again, he's always under control. When you combine those two things together, you have a really good basketball player, y'all. And then the third and final thing that I love about Cade Cunningham, y'all, is his alpha dog mentality. This is a man that is not afraid of the big moment. We just saw a couple of nights ago, he had 36 points against the New York Knicks. He made so many clutch plays in the fourth quarter, y'all. And this is a guy that stated last season, y'all, that he was willing to do whatever it takes to get the Pistons back to their winning ways. And that says a lot, y'all, because a lot of young guys, and we've seen a lot of young guys that have got drafted by the Pistons, y'all, that have really not cared a lot about winning. They just cared about getting their stats, right? I'm not going to call their names out, but y'all probably know who I'm talking about, right? Again, we've seen a lot of young players that have gotten drafted by the Pistons that have not really cared about winning, that have not really cared about changing the culture. But Cade Cunningham, y'all, has changed the culture of this entire franchise. And this has been amazing to see. So I know y'all probably asking, well, Zay, what's the difference from Cade Cunningham this year versus last year? Well, y'all, I'm going to answer that question for you. And it's because his new general manager, Trajan Langdon, y'all, brought in some amazing pieces to support him. First, you have Malik Beasley. And Malik Beasley has been one of the best shooters in the NBA. He actually had the game-clinching shot for the Pistons a couple of nights ago against the Knicks. He was a big get. Remember, the Pistons signed him to a 1-year, $6 million contract, y'all. But with the way Malik Beasley has played, I mean, he's easily worth probably about $20 to $25 million a year, because he's just an elite shooter. And him and Cade have really hooked up for a lot of threes this year. And then Trajan Langdon, y'all, he also brought in Tobias Harris. And Tobias Harris hasn't been as good as I thought he was going to be, but he's a good veteran presence, right? He's also a good three-point shooter. And, y'all, he's a pretty solid defender as well. He can guard multiple positions. And he just, brings that veteran presence that this team really needs. Because last year, the Pistons were one of the youngest teams in the NBA. So adding a good veteran player like Tobias Harris has greatly helped him. And they got the third and final player that he brought in was Tim Hardaway Jr. And I like Tim Hardaway Jr. For whatever reason, last year, the Dallas Mavericks and Jason Kidd, they decided to bench Tim Hardaway Jr. They weren't really playing him. But, y'all, he started every single game for the Pistons this year. He's averaged about 10 points, but kind of like Tobias Harris, man, really good shooter. He's hit some big shots for them. But it's the veteran presence. And look, y'all, you notice the trend. Trajan Langdon, what did he do? He brought in veteran guys that have high basketball character, high basketball IQ, and also what, y'all, are good shooters. Because that's what Cade lacked the first 4 years of his career, y'all. He really didn't have good shooting around. That was the one thing we always would criticize the Pistons for. Why are they not surrounding Cade with more shooters, y'all? Because Cade is one of the best passers in the NBA. I think his passing skills are very similar to like a young LeBron James. And when you have a guy that's an elite passer like that, man, you have to surround him with a lot of shooters. Shout out to Trajan Langdon for doing that, y'all. And that's why the Pistons, look at them. They're 21-19. They're 8th in the Eastern Conference. Again, y'all, like I said at the beginning of this video, I picked them to go to the play-in tournament because I saw the pieces that they had finally put around Cade, and I was like, yeah, this team is going to have a lot of success, y'all. So it's been very fun to see this transformation for the Detroit Pistons. We know last year they only won 14 games, y'all. We laughed at them, we joked about them, but we cannot do that any longer, man, because they have a legit superstar named Cade Cunningham who is leading them back to the promised land. This was another episode of the ZayMoolah Sports Podcast. Remember, y'all, laughter is good medicine. So what? Make sure you get your daily dose. Y'all know I'm in it, man. I love y'all. God bless. Peace.